fun. Let's play pickleball.
Yeah, Donald and Gabe, talk about some third ball shots that can be hit hard. These two can rip some balls.
Plus we have a lefty on both sides. There's a lot of fun to be had here.
Point.
Did you play Donald?
I played Donald. So the first time I played Donald was at the boys 14 and under national hard courts.
Love that answer. Let's hear more about that after this rally.
So yeah, I played him there. I was 14, he was 12, just so everyone knows. I beat him, but I was older than him. But we played on the Pro Tour. I can only recall one time. But, you know, definitely had all the tournaments together for a decade, a great tennis career. The best, I mean, I think to this day, he was the best worldwide junior tennis player ever.
Right.
Won the Australian Open, the French Open, US Open. And this was when he was, you know, 14, 15 years old.
And just elite movement, as we saw right there. And what a way to walk it off. Didn't get the win in the US Open mixed, but gets a runner-up and gets a trophy and a party. That was pretty darn special for Donald.
Very cool. I was actually in New York. I wasn't able to watch that match live, but there was a fun buzz around the tournament, kind of everyone cheering for Donald in that last tennis run. But to make a final in the mix in your last event, pretty cool thing to have on your resume.
Point.
And his partner Gabe is a guy who lives right by me. I'm out in Southern California, so prior to my injury, we were practicing a decent amount. Fantastic singles player.
Oh, so good. Has a title, won last year in California, actually.
I love Cab. How about the people he beat along the way? It wasn't just he won the title. He beat, I don't have it in front of me, but 5 of the best players along the way. And he's one of the fastest guys on the tour.
Yes. Pablo cannot come up with the ATP there. And I love this idea of Dekel playing with a lefty over here with Tellez. So lots of intrigue in this. I mean, a round of 32 with all these storylines, Sam, is a lot of fun.
I think everyone wants to play with the lefty.
Yeah, Ben, if he had it to do over again, would have had his parents force Colin to play. And he did actually play 2 forehands in his tennis career.
I've got a couple kids at home. My 2-year-old may or may not be lefty. I can't tell yet, but I'm trying to force it. Throw the ball. Don't throw it righty. Throw it lefty. I want him to be a lefty, even if he's not.
Wow. Full send from Gabe, and Pablo gets absolutely blown up right there.
He didn't even go for the, he didn't move his paddle. He just turned his back and
took it. He just took it.
I think that was
off the body, off the paddle, and over.
4-1-2.
Okay, high speed pickle here.
Point.
New partnership, throwing it in the middle. Very smart shot selection.
5-1-2.
Donald's talented with the paddle, racket, whatever he's got in his hand on that left side. He can use the wrist. He's got quick hands. He's got a strong arm. He can really do whatever he wants on that forehand side.
And the Tui can be crushed, but when there's a big Israeli dude with the best punch of anybody, not the place to put it.
An out call challenge. I believe it was out.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the out call. The out call puts us at 5-1-1.
That's just jumping in.
After review, the out call is overturned. The ball was in. 2 timeouts remaining. 2 timeouts remaining. We'll resume play at 2-5-2.
Okay, so I always want us just to get to the call that is correct, and we got
2-5-2. Point.
rare miss from Dekel.
3-5-2.
He's been very judicious with his use of Ernie's lately.
Side up.
Pablo gets so tricky over there. He'll pull that down the line too, and just the unsuspecting left side player. So many spots if he gets a dead dink.
It's especially effective against Gabe Joseph, who is more of a singles player. Not that he can't play doubles, but ball he doesn't see all the time. He was a little late to the reaction.
Nice pull from Donald right there. There's the overhead shot. I love it.
3-5-1.
I can watch Dekel punch that inside out volley all day long.
I mean,
3-5-2.
Donald's got to try and get that to Pablo.
Side up.
Boys, how many of these body blows do you need to take from the big fella? Donald, like, yeah, we got it.
Hey, how about you and I both agree to not hit it there anymore?
Yes.
Point. Six, 3-1. Point.
Missed on the volley for Gabe and Donald. And Dekel, definitely, you know, we talked about the big serves in our game. His is at or near the top as well.
Oh yeah, it's been at or near the top since we started watching pickleball.
Yes.
You know, since the world started watching it 5 years ago.
Oh man, that's absolutely the right choice there, but Donald catches the tape. 9-3 for Tellez and Barr.
Point.
I mean, Dekel, I know you're 6'3" 3,002, but Dekel takes 2 steps and he's just on you.
He does a good job of imposing his height. It's not only height, he's also just a big guy. You know, I think when you see that frame coming into the net, it's intimidating. Massive upset for him not to be in that final 16 field.
Oh, and Donald Young pulls the serve wide, and we get a wide miss. You see that almost never in the pro game. Pretty from Gabe right there. Very few slow structured points in game one. It was just Tellez and Barr letting it rip. How about the torque and getting up in the air from Gabe there? That was fun.
That looked good. And Gabe's a clean ball striker. It's one of my favorite things about his game. You see it more in singles, you know, more baseline shots.
All right, so there's a discussion about something being too bright, perhaps the video board. Could be Gabe's shoes, too. It's one or the other.
The video light, video walls are a little too bright. Thank you.
Okay, so Gage is all over it. Just took care of that in seconds. So visibility changes at night. We'll get your thoughts on that here in a second, Sam. Oh, Gabe. So you played plenty of night matches. What's different? How do you get your eyes tuned in just right?
You know, there's not a right answer for that. You just got to go out. You know, the conditions are the same for everyone, but some people enjoy playing at night a little more. Some people struggle to see at night. You know, they've got some good lights here. They've got the tennis lights on the court, and they've got the lower pickleball lights, which I like. So everyone just has preferences.
Yeah, and then there's an optometrist part of this, because there are people that see better during the day, and you're being sharp here. You may need different contacts if you wear those playing at night than during the day.
I know when I was playing tennis, I'm going back to 2009, I wore contacts. Struggled to see, sometimes get dust in them. I had LASIK surgery in 2009. I saw perfect after that. It made such a difference. And like you're saying, you got to bring the optometrist out and get your vision right, because pickleball, similar to tennis, you're playing inside, outside, daytime, nighttime. Ball's moving so fast, you need to be able to see clearly.
And Donald, too much of a roll, and Pablo splits the uprights with the ATP, brought it back through the middle. Yeah, there's a lot of players that have vision coaches even, and just to speed up that hand-eye at the kitchen line.
I used to occasionally, when I was playing, you know, if I was going to have a night match, I wouldn't just go right from the locker room right outside. I might go outside for 15 minutes before the match to help your eyes get adjusted.
And that is off the wall for a double for Gabe Joseph.
Isn't that clean contact like I was talking about earlier, though?
Clean. Yeah, look out. Pablo is lurking if he gets another one. Oh, but it's Dekel that pulls the trigger. Again, concert every night. I hear the band warming up over there on our Pickleball Boulevard stage. Oh, went back there, but that time Big D couldn't get the punch back in the court.
He was on it, really just missed it.
So on it.
Second serve.
Yeah, this is a 4 seed that everyone, I think, is wondering, okay, how does this work?
Side out.
And Gabe had 2 great looks there and just can't get them down.
Right, the swings are a little big, I think, you know, on these counters. You don't have enough room or enough time to have a swing that big. It's got to take a page out of Dekel's book, with a quick jab.
Point.
Gabe had a reaction
he snapped his head over there in a hurry.
And we're going to get a replay.
Timeout. We have a challenge of the alcohol. Okay. The alcohol puts us at 3-2-1. We'll now proceed with video review.
Right, let's see.
I have bad bunions. Wish they'd disappear.
Lapiplasty.
Sup? Future me? And no bunions! How?
Lapiplasty.
Lapiplasty corrects bunions at the source, meaning you're back in sneakers in weeks.
Lapiplasty.
Weeks! The future of bunion surgery is here. Learn more at lapiplasty.com. Risks include infection, pain, and loss of correction.
Was on the original.
The alcohol is overturned. The ball was in. 2 timeouts remaining. 2 timeouts remaining. We'll resume play at 2-2-2.
We've been off a few times tonight. Maybe we're getting different angles.
Or have we been?
Exactly. Where have we been?
2-2-2.
Okay. Oh, man. So you get what we think is a little bit of a gift there on the call, and then you cannot miss that far wide. Nice firepower from Gabe Joseph there. So down just 1, get the ball back. They've had many good looks here in game 2 if they connect on a bunch of them.
Point.
All right, just wide from Tellez. We're tied up.
3-3-1.
Still waiting for Joseph and Young to find kind of a run where they get, can they get 3-4 points in a row?
3-3-2.
Skitter off the line.
Took off after Dekel and Gabe had a fun little cross-court exchange there.
Sure did. Each guy had about 6 or 7 high-quality cross-court dinks.
4-3-2.
Man, because that effortless first drive was spectacular.
Donald's got a live arm. You've seen him go up for, even when you've seen him, when he goes up for overheads and pickleball, he snaps it off as good as anyone in this game.
Second time Donald's gone too far, and Pablo has made him pay.
It's one of those tricky things in pickleball. Like,
yes.
It's almost as if the dink is too good.
Yeah, it was, which makes it not good at all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and that's a great rule when you're practicing for you amateurs. If you're practicing cross-court dinks, let your practice partner be allowed to hit ATP so you learn.
Good Ernie from Pablo Tellez.
5-4-2.
Yeah, these hands battles have been primarily in favor of Tellez and Barr, and that's why they've got a game and a 6-4 lead.
This is kind of what happened game 1. It kind of was early on, close, and they seemed to run off a run of 7 or 8 in a row.
And then Donald just hits an absolute perfect shot. I don't know how you get one through both of these guys.
4-6-1.
Just Gabe all tied up. Some good energy from Pablo there. I love the 13th shot drive there from Donald, but whatever that thing was needs to be put back in the holster.
It sure does. He did so many, you know, shots 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, all good.
Second serve.
Pablo's not going to be very happy with the effort on that third as it finds the bottom of the net.
6-4-2.
Oh my.
Man.
Pablo said, love it. I'm not so sure. Wow, from a low position.
Yeah.
What a shot from Gabe.
Gabe, you know, aesthetically speaking, he's a nice player to watch. You know, his strokes are very clean. We talked about the contact. Kind of he's got good footwork, gets himself in good position each time.
Dekel can't get to that ball that stayed down. And a little run, and they're right back into this, just down 2 here. Yeah, the driving crash has just been all crash and no ring the register here.
Point.
All right, Gabe speeds it up again, and they're within 1.
6-7-2. Line up.
And Donald had a few speed ups. That earlier one, just balls that he's on top of. He's hitting right shots. Its execution is just off ever so slightly.
So we got an update from Grandstand as the 2 seed J.W. Johnson on his birthday with Dylan Frazier have split the first 2 games with Max Freeman and Casey Diamond. And that is a dangerous team. So much talent on both the paddles, righty lefty there as well, so look out for that.
We've kind of got where we're calling this match from. We've got a bird's eye view of that on the other court. Seen some shot making as we're watching this one on center.
Pablo handles the pull from Donald, then does one of his own, but it goes deep. So, I mean, Gabe and Donald are right there if they can do something with the ball right here. Oh, boy.
I wouldn't sails on it, but you're right. They've done a good job in game 2 of not really doing anything that great, but they're just in it.
They're staying in it. They're
hanging around. Yeah. They're hanging around.
Oh, man. And
then back-to-back missed thirds.
And not close on either. 6 squares up from the bottom and 4 feet deep on the first one from Donald.
8-6-1.
Yeah, Donald Young is going to be a problem as he keeps playing against the top players.
Right on that lefty side of his, he can hold it. He can speed up wherever he wants. It's going to get better and better. That's just.
What are we doing, fellas? Okay. Who can miss the worst? Okay.
Right? No. Oh, Pablo.
Oh, and then Gabe sneaks it past him after 2 unbelievable gets. And guess what, folks? The lead is 1.
7-8-1.
And we are tied up. We've got snowmen in Farmers Branch, Texas. Okay, they get 1 stop coming out of the timeout.
8-8-2.
Oh, Gabe.
For the lead.
Oh.
Gabe was all over that. He knows he's got the shoulders down. That's going to be one he's going to think about.
8-8-1.
That's so good from Pablo.
So good. Just because he played under control there.
Yep.
Didn't lose his mind and then pounced when he got the opportunity. 9-8.
9-8-1.
Finds the corner.
Young with the 2-y down the line at crunch time. My goodness.
9-8-2.
The guts to hit that in that moment. It's impressive.
Oh, no. And then Gabe just sails one deep. Match point for Tellez and Barr.
10-8-2. Point game.
Welcome to the round of 16.